Finnick here, and this week on Chatterbox we're going to talk about history. Very specifically, somebody asked me where the furry community kind of came from, and it's kind of a weird debate, I guess. Realistically, we kind of got our start in, science fiction, weirdly enough. Our first gatherings were science fiction gatherings, or at conventions like, Trekkie conventions, sort of. But it was generally just people who went to conventions that were fans of anthropomorphics, whether it be animals or machines or what have you. Good example being Data, which is a Star Trek character who's technically anthropomorphic because, well, he's a machine, but he's human, for lack of a better example. There's also the idea of things like the littlest toaster is still anthropomorphized and all that, but there was a artist by the name of Steve Galassi, at least I think that's how you say it, who kind of sparked a what's the word? He sparked a discussion about anthropomorphics in science fiction, and, well, it kind of led to a whole bunch of people getting in on the conversation and gatherings starting up at furry conventions, or correction, not furry conventions, gatherings starting up in science fiction conventions that led to, well, furry conventions. The actual discussion was kind of sparked, I believe, in 1980 at a science fiction convention, and I believe the next year there was a room party specifically for the idea of discussion of anthropomorphics. So, I guess that's kind of where the furry fandom comes from, but a lot of people like to think that it's also a lot older, because, well, Egypt and other mythos that have, well, anthropomorphized gods or goddesses or spirits or what have you. Another topic we're actually going to do touches on that, but that'll be for another week. For another week, by the way, not in another week. But yeah, we kind of started in science fiction conventions as just room parties, and, well, we have giant conventions now, so I guess that's a thing. And yes, I know there were some people that were expecting me to say things like, it has to be Uncle Kage, because, well, he rules Anthrocon, right? Rather, he was the one that started Anthrocon. But realistically, he was not the first one to run a convention, and the first convention actually was Conference. I've actually been thinking of making a series here on the channel all about history of the community, and I kind of want to get your guys' opinion on that. So if you want to see me do sort of a history thing, since I really like history, but if you want to see me do sort of a history series sometime in, I guess, the next year or so, leave a comment down below and say yay. Anyways, I guess that's it for this week, so until next time, everybody, bye!
Oh yeah, I want to show our patrons some love too, because they're awesome! Their contributions help us to afford all the neat stuff we use to record, so thank you! And if you want to become a patron too, you can click the link down in the description. You'd really be helping the channel out, and you'd get a couple nifty goodies too. Anyways, if you made it this far in the video, then yay! You're amazing! By the way, subscribe! Please don't make a foxy bag.